Alrighty, welcome back, boys and girls. It's your main math man, Mr. Shen, coming to you live from Walker at Middle School, and we're going to be working with the surface area and volume of rectangular prisms in this video. And so, just a quick little math to warm that brain right up. Do some multiplication. So let's do 2 times 3 is 6 times 4 is 24. 2 times 3 is 6 times 5 is 30. 2 times 4 times 5 is going to be 40. Add those three together. So it would be 70 plus 24 is 94. Alright. Always making sure that you can drive that calculator car carefully. Let's actually multiply. So we got 2 times 6 times 7 is going to be 84. We have 2 times 6 times 8. That's going to be 96. And we have 2 times 7 times 8. That's going to be 112. Add those three together, so don't forget that. And in total, just like I had before, add those three, and we have 292. Last two, real quick. Let's do 3 times 13 times 8.5. Alright. So again, make sure that you're driving that calculator car carefully. And also, if you would like, you can use that Desmos calculator to be entering in those values for yourself. Alright. So, now that we have our brains warmed up, some of these key ideas that we're going to have for this are going to be as follows. So it says the surface area of a solid, that's talking about a 3D shape. It's just going to be the sum of all of its sides. So it's talking about the amount of space to cover, or to wrap. So if you think of wrapping a present or trying to cover a table, that's kind of the idea that we have for this. So the 3 dimensions that we need to find the surface area or the volume is going to be the length, the width, and yes, that's right, the height. So once you have labeled those values, you must keep those same values throughout the whole problem. So as soon as you label that, say, okay, this is going to be the length, you have to say whatever that value is, that is now your length throughout that problem. And you'll see it in this example that I have here. So it says the surface area of a rectangular prism is found by using the formula, and it says surface area is equal to 2 times the length times the width plus 2 times the length times the height plus 2 times the height times the width, where we have L, again, is going to be length, the width, and the height. Alright. So, in this first example, let's do it like this. It says, well, let's label first. So let's say that's the width, let's say that's the length, we can say that's the width, and that's the height. So again, this is what I mean when I say label them. So you have to say, okay, I'm going to say that the length in this problem is 7, the width is 9, and the height is 4. That means throughout this entire thing, I have to use those specific values. So we write the formula, 2 times the length times the width, plus 2 times the length times the height, and don't forget your homework at the end. So then it says substitute, so we have surface area is going to be equal to, and it says 2 times the length, so we're going to have in parentheses 2 times the length, which is 7, times the width, which is 9, plus 2 times the length again, so it's 7, times the height, which is 4, plus our height, so 2 times our height, times our width, so times 9. Alright, So again, make sure you're giving yourself enough space if you need to, or if you need to write another line, you can, whatever works for yourself. So then it says simplify, and so let's do, again, these multiplied together, and so we're going to have 14, because we do 2 times 7, 2 times 7 times 9, that's going to be 126. Now we do 2 times 7 times 4, that's going to be 56, and we have 2 times 4 times 9 is going to be 72. Again, adding those together now, we have 126 plus 56 plus 72, it's going to be 254. Now we're saying that the surface area is going to be equal to 254 what? Well, for this problem, it would be centimeters squared. So again, remember that anytime we're talking about area, your units have to be, so area, including surface area, so surface area is always going to be units to the second power.